only the Disney community needs to hear this, but just because you are staying at a deluxe resort and somebody else may be staying at a value resort or even off property, that doesn't make you better than that.
I think the best thing is that a lot of people really need to understand what Disney provides to people and why at least this mindset is very, very different. I'm not saying it's damaging, but there's levels, I suppose, and I'll explain. Disney is for the low and middle class to cosplay as rich. It doesn't make you better than anybody, but when you're in that bubble, you can cosplay as if you were. And that's the part where Disney likes to squeeze themselves into and integrate themselves into, which makes them successful because people love that allure. I would say Universal would come close to that if they did one thing. If they did one simple thing, they would match Disney. And that in their resorts that is designed for those rich people, if they brought those prices down by $300, they would match it easy because that's rich people cosplay. I mean, have you seen Portofino Bay? We talked about it before that even Disney is worried about the high cost of their Disney vacation. Disney is very aware of what people are bringing in and what they're making. The only problem is that at that point, the cost of cosplaying as rich may not justify the even visit. Staying in those deluxe resorts make you better than anybody? Absolutely not, because when you scratch below the surface, you're just as, low middle class as everybody else, struggling to get by. And a lot of people are going into debt when they go to Disney parks, and people don't realize like how much debt they really go into having these Disney vacations. People aren't going to tell you that. They want you to have the illusion that they possibly have this excess of money. If you want to really see this in real time, try to watch your favorite Disney creators, especially the ones on the Tubi app, because those folks are going to Disney every single day. And then there's a lot of people who are watching them and they go, wow, this is a great way to find myself out of my financial situation, to find my way out. And what do? They move to Orlando and they become Disney vloggers because they think that they can achieve that same level of success. They can't. It's rich people cosplay. So once you kind of really understand that and you're like, oh, you're not better than me because you're staying in a deluxe resort, I want you to stop and ask yourself, did this person go into massive, massive debt just to be in that deluxe resort? If you can answer that question and answer it successfully, then that will make you feel better about how they respond to you if they think that they're better than you. More likely, those people in those deluxe resorts are more jealous and envious of those people that are staying in those moderates to, like the all-star resorts, for example. But those people that are sitting there in those deluxe resorts in the Grand Floridian, they're like, oh, I don't want to stay in the all-stars, but they hardly have money to eat. Like, they can't even eat, so they gotta order McDonald's outside of Animal Kingdom. Like, that sucks. They can't even go to the parks, they gotta stay at the pool. Like, that sucks.